Commitment 2016 now. U.S. Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky telling us in Florence today his presidential campaign is ready for a rebound. Polling numbers not as high as he would like right now at this point. WLWT News 5's John London taking a look at what he's saying about that.
Well, Senator Paul talked some politics here at the airport Hilton today. Like some other Republicans, he's getting trumped in the polls right now, but predicted to us that the Donald effect will soon fade. Hang in there, a couple of Rotarians told Senator Paul today. His polling numbers and fundraising dollars have leaned low lately. Rotary prides itself on steering clear of political endorsements.
Our senator, Senator Rand Paul.
But could not resist a robust standing O for someone trying to get out from under the Trump shadow.
I think the celebrity skew of this race is about to turn.
By that he means Donald Trump, who is still sucking most of the air out of the GOP balloon. Paul emphasizes polling that shows he beats Hillary Clinton in 5 states won by President Obama, his ace in the hole argument. But right now, it's the Trump card that bedevils his campaign.
Once the celebrity nature of the race sort of fades a little bit, I think you're going to see it's going to be a jumble again.
Telling the Rotary Club the U.S. simply can't go on borrowing forever without serious consequences.
The good news is your government's open. Bad news is your government's open. And nothing is being reformed.
Senator Paul warned today of an imperial presidency, an inconsequential Congress, and entitlements that threaten future American growth.
It's not very popular, but it's imperative. You have to do it. You have to raise the age of eligibility. We're living longer, and there's less workers.
Someone asked about the Brent Spence Bridge situation. How to pay for a new one is not so vexing to Senator Paul, who says a one-time corporate tax holiday would bring $70 billion in from overseas. That idea has failed to garner congressional support.
Thanks, everybody.
If there was one overarching theme from Senator Paul here today, it's that government is out of control with its spending. He says borrowing at its current rate cannot continue. In Florence tonight, John London, WLWT News 5.
Well, plenty of national media buzz right now about when U.S. Senator Paul would pull out of the race, but he says his organization in Iowa is strong, and when you factor in the margin of error in that state, polling puts him right in the mix. For a closer look at the candidates and the issues, go to our website, WLWT.com. We have the latest headlines from the 2016 campaign trail. You can also stay connected with our WLWT mobile app.